Okay, so today we're going to be doing the Unit 6 review. So it says, which equation is true when x is 5? So what you can do is just plug 5 in for x on all the equations. So this one's negative 5 is equal to 7. And instead of writing the x, you would write times 5. Because when the number is in front of the variable like this, it means to multiply. So you're going to do 7 times 5, which is 35. Now, does 35 equal negative 35? No. This one's wrong. So now we're going to do this one. So you're going to do negative 5, and instead of writing the x, you write the 5 is 25. So negative 25, excuse me. So negative 5 times positive 5 is negative 25. Does negative 25 equal negative 25? Yes, it does. So B is correct. So disprove the other ones. This one's negative 2 is equal to negative 2 minus 5. Well, negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7. Does negative 12 equal negative 7? No. And the last one is 6 times 5 equals 54. Well, 6 times 5 is 30. Does 30 equal 54? No. So number 1 is B. 2. Which equation is shown below? Which of the value makes the equation true? So you have negative 9x equals negative 72. So you draw your line. Since that negative 9 is being multiplied, you're going to do the opposite and divide both sides by negative 9. So these cancels out. Negative 72 divided by a negative 9 comes out to a positive 8. So the answer is G. So the sum of measures of two angles is 133.7. One angle has a measure of 42. What is M? The measure of degrees of the second angle. So sum means to add. So that means they added the M, the missing angle, plus 42 to get 133.7. So the way you solve it, you do the opposite, and you subtract 42 from both sides. So 133.7 minus 42 is 91.7 degrees. And that's your missing angle. Number 4, which situation cannot be represented by the equation x plus 9 equals 54? So there are 54 students in a group. There are also 9 adults in a group. What is x, the total number of students? Well, since it's asking for the total, the way you would solve this is you do 54 plus 9 is equal to x, the total. So that's not the correct situation. Well, excuse me. So that is the correct answer because it does not represent the equation. G also represents the situation because it says Nicholas rode his bike 54 miles total. Okay, so that equals 54. He rode 9 miles on Tuesday and the rest on Wednesday. So Tuesday is 9 plus Wednesday, which you don't know, is equal to 54. H, 2 players scored a total of 54 points. So your total is 54. One player scored 9 plus the unknown scores of the other player. J, Marissa spent $54 on a hat and shirt. So that's total. The hat costs $9 plus X, the cost of the shirt, which you don't know. So that's the reason why the answer is F. An equation shown below. Draw a number line to represent the solution on the equation, or we can just solve it. So we're going to do negative 13x is equal to 169. So you're going to draw your line. You're going to divide both sides by negative 13. This cancels out. 169 divided by negative 13 is negative 13. So now if you're going to do a number line, you can draw a number line. So this will be negative 14, negative 13, negative 12. So then you would just put a nice solid dot above negative 13 because that is the answer. And it doesn't go left or right because an equation is just one solution. G6. Which equation fits this situation? Vin's test score was 10 points lower than Zach's. If Zach scored an 85, write an equation. So your equation would be equals 85. Then you don't know test score, but you do know that Zach is 10 points higher than Vin, so you do x plus 10, which equals 85. So then you would solve it. So Vin's test score would be a 75. Number 7, which expression is equivalent to 6 parentheses x plus 8? So what that parentheses means to do is distribute the 6 to inside. So you're going to multiply 6 times x, which is just 6x, and then 6 times 8, which is 48. So it would be B. Number 8, which two expressions are equivalent? So here, F says you have 8 parentheses 7 plus x, or 8 times 7 plus 8 times x. So what they did is they distributed the 8. So they did 8 times 7, which is right here, and then 8 times x, which is right here. So these two are equivalent. So F is the answer. I'll disprove G, H, and J. So G says x plus parentheses 8 times 7. So the first thing they're doing is 8 times 7. The expression below is x plus 8. So here they're doing x plus 8 first. That's not the same. Next one is 8 times 7 divided by x. 8 times 7 divided by x. And so first thing you would do here is 8 times 7. And then next one is 8 times x divided by 7. So here they're doing 8 times x. So that's not the same thing. Next one is 2x plus 4. And down here you have 2 parentheses x plus 4. So this one, if you distributed the 2 inside the parentheses, that's the same thing as 2 times x plus 2 times 4. So this one's almost close, but not correct. 9. Write a different way to express 4q plus 4. So the way you could do this is you do q plus q plus q plus q plus 4. It's the same thing as 4q plus 4. 10. Which expression is equivalent to 6 parentheses 5x plus 3? So you distribute the 6 inside the parentheses. So 6 times 5x, so 6 times 5 is 30, so it'd be 30x plus 6 times 3 is 18. So A. 11. Which is a prime factorization of 124? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a factor tree of 124. So two numbers that multiply to 124 is 4 times 31. So we can factor 4, which is 2 times 2, and 31 is prime. So I'm going to circle all my prime numbers. So this is the same thing as 2 times 31. Or you can do 2 squared times 31. And that's most likely what you'll see on your test. Okay, next one is what value is equivalent to 4 squared minus 3 to the 5th power, parentheses 6 minus 2 plus 95. So we're going to do the order of operations, and we're going to do the parentheses first. So we're going to do 6 minus 2. So we're going to rewrite it. 6 minus 2 is 4 plus 95. So now we're going to do our exponents. I'm going to do this exponent first because it comes left to right. So 4 squared is just 16 minus 3 to the 5th power, parentheses 4 plus 95. So now we're going to do this exponent. So we're going to do 3 to the 5th power, which is the same thing as doing 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 243. So you have 16 minus 243, parentheses 4 plus 95. So parentheses means to multiply. So we're going to do these first. So we're going to do 243 times 4, which is 972. So we have 16 minus 972 plus 95. So now you're going to do 16 minus 972. So we can do this one first, which comes out to negative 956 plus 95. So now you're going to add 95 to that, which is negative 861. All right. Thank you, guys.